Okay, let's see. What's happening here?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
13. Mute everyone. Okay.
You're so helpful.
What's happening on this chart? This is standing out like a sore thumb to me. This is standing out. Why? Just why? I'm thinking about the risk sentiment in the market. From a risk sentiment standpoint, I can't validate a reason why this guy should go lower. Technically, yes, I can see the technical structure. I can see that liquidity is down here. So that's a draw. But on a daily chart, time works differently. So I can't say, you know, this is going to move tomorrow morning or something. This is a pretty decent distance. Tomorrow is the elections. If tomorrow is the elections and I was a large corporation, right, and I had respectable position, right, you know, maybe about 2 mil on a particular short or long, or if you were that investor, would you feel comfortable knowing what a election can do to the market? Personally, don't. I wouldn't be comfortable holding that kind of risk in a election environment. So since there's two risk profiles, risk on and risk off, I'm thinking they're going to pull money out of the market, which means everything should be retracing, right? So that means if it's been bullish and they're pulling money out, then that should go lower. That's normal and what I would expect. But the risk off profile is not one where DXY gets weak. Risk off suggests bullish DXY. So since I can make a claim for both the market being bullish and the market being bearish, I don't doubt my skills, but I'm not 100% confident I want to be trading in this environment with this. So tomorrow is probably going to be a rest day. So today I'm going to fight the urge to make up and do too much. But from a technical standpoint, the last thing we did was trade it back up inside this daily range. This daily range right there. Something is off. It's off because I remember this being 58. So we're talking about this last week and the likelihood that price would want to kind of jump back up inside this imbalance here. Completely disregarded this because I didn't think that we needed to go this high up. But FOMC did its thing and price went all the way up here. Now it's starting to move low. So if this was the range and this was a run on internal liquidity, this expansion should be breaking the low. That's normal and logical. So I'd be expecting this guy to trade lower. Now, if we trade lower, where would be the draw? And I can see this, right? And again, this is not something that I've ever seen DXY do in one day. So I'm not overly concerned that, hey, it's gonna just die, you know. So I'm looking at the range low now. How willing is price to get below the range low? I don't know. I'm gonna be watching that today. Going into today, when I drop to a lower time frame, I'm gonna be looking at this. I'm gonna be looking at how likely this looks to get down here. So from a draw standpoint, I can see that lower prices are needed. I just can't like this environment right now. So that's it. What's this guy now? Nas. It was Friday, so we had a very wild week. So this here is a very misleading weekly profile, because generally, if the order flow is bullish, we don't usually see a lot of days taking Monday's low. So that's always like a giveaway. The week is bullish, we're taking Monday's low, should go higher. In this environment, price took Monday's high first. So if we're bullish, why are we taking Monday's high and Monday's low? Sus. That was the first sus thing. So I didn't want to participate in this. I didn't like it, but when you're scalping on lower time frames, you kind of disregard a lot of higher time frame narrative and you just focus on time and price. But again, I can make a claim that this imbalance here should be traded to an end lower, or I could make a claim that we should trade up to this imbalance, completely fill it in, then push higher. So 50-50 in my opinion. You know, I've been waiting for this, so nothing really to talk about. Working this rejection block so many times, but the fractal now looks very familiar. This fractal here looks very, very familiar now. So we would be requiring price to trade back down inside here. But in so close to this liquidity here, well, this is higher, which means that was taken. This is the liquidity it was taken here. So this is setting up a fast move. If price is retracing, there's no clear imbalance, it's going for liquidity. At this point, both of these highs are taken, so we'd have to factor in something else in this case. So if I was a betting man, that's what I'd be looking for. I'd be looking for them to work this again. So that's going to be the draw for me. So now you can see how this is suggesting lower. I feel like it's 50-50. This looks 50-50, but this looks more clear. So this intermarket analysis is suggesting that DXY weakness, at least up to here. So that's going to be close to my analysis today, DXY weakness. So no feelings, no, I think that's it. This is it. Straight from the price action. Still a non-event for me. I think JPY pairs or XXX JPY pairs should start seeing some weakness. So I'm just waiting for those. Once it becomes clear, then I'll start playing with that guy again. Gold, pull this out, see what's going on. Okay. Let's cut through the noise and let's look at that high to that low. Cut through the noise. This is the daily range. Can't argue with that. High, low, squeezing inside. So that's the daily range. So if you did normal ICT stuff, you know, PD array matrix on this, premium discount, all that good stuff, this would probably make sense. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to do that now. So 50%. No idea what this red line is for, but that's 50% of my daily range. This is the last time we broke a swing low. Just take a look at the dynamics of the swing low. Not a lot of, well, yeah, a whole lot of wicks. I've already traded up inside here. That high not taken. Close above here. So rejection block idea. Working a rejection block, working the highest closing up candle at the rejection block. So by definition, I want to clone this red line. that guy would be important. So let's pull that over. Let's get off the fib. Okay. So this would be the highest closing up candle to watch. There's a displacement through that candle in here, which makes this the fair value gap to watch. There. Range, raid. This would be where we expect to see sell-off happen in this older swing high. Got a whole lot of stuff playing around that level. We need to toy with the precision right now. I still think that we should be drawn higher before this guy moves low. So now on this time frame with this structure, I'm thinking, do we trade back inside here and then really take the low? Because this is now setting up a whole lot of sell side liquidity resting down here. While the rejection block is right there, just take some of the lipstick off. Let's go to the range low. I have to just push the low this candle. Both of these lows are higher than this. So both of these lows are holding liquidity. But this one we just swept this daily low. So now the sell side liquidity I'd be interested in would be outside of this range. There. That. I'd be interested in seeing gold take that liquidity. So I'm bearish. We're in the premium end of the daily range. So as usual, if you are in a range and you're bullish or bearish, so in this case, we're bearish, there's only two things I want to see up here, and that would be a run on internal buy side liquidity or premium array. Taking that off since it's not useful anymore. I have my premium area right here. I have my liquidity resting right here. No need to put this here because the line is already there. This is giving me daily swing high should be created inside here. That kind of vibes. Which means this high needs to be taken. When this high gets taken, up candle, taking liquidity, order block, I'd be watching that candle's low. That's going to be the name of the week for me. Can we get up to what this 1694 and then crash? Or do we fail to take this imbalance? So the high of that imbalance is 1690.58. So that's going to be the price to watch. If price can't get above 1690, then I'm expecting aggressive sell-off. With the election, it's not far-fetched. GU looks a little bit messy, but that makes sense. This is no liquidity pool. Can I get a trendline phantom here? I think so. Not all connected. I guess we can get two of them there. I don't know. Not a big trendline fan. So instead of being stickler for trendline aesthetics, I'm just gonna say all these lows right here that we're trading up to, liquidity is being held. This one in particular stands out like a sore thumb. So now, where's our daily range? Simple. I don't need a fib to put anything on here. Here's our daily range, and we're above 50%. So PD area matrix, highest closing up candle, engulfing down candle. Okay. Looking at this guy here, the low end of this, playing around very nicely. I like that. of these two bodies, this one looks higher. So sometime today or sometime this week, can we tap inside here and fail? This is GU though, it could wick above it a little. I'd be looking for price to be drawn up inside this particular level and then crash. I think this is what we're watching for this getting back to, and it failed. And this now looks like that GU structure. Rejection block, down candle. This guy seems we're still playing around that range. We're playing around with that range and it's creating all these lows. I'm inclined to believe this is a retracement and then we're gonna go lower. So DXY weakness to start and then some strength. Okay, fair enough. So if that's the idea, how far lower could this guy go? I'd be interested in tapping that again, tapping that, or just taking these lows. Let me take that off. Taking this low here, tapping into this, just kind of wicking down here would be a good idea if price is going to trade higher. But for right now, lower first, then higher. Trade below here. I'd be interested to see how we trade at this low first before I commit to anything, but patience doesn't hurt. Liquidity, OB, mean threshold. Let's see. This looks different from DXY because the highs on this have already been taken, while the highs on DXY not yet taken. So we either dial our expectations back and wait, or we rush in and guess. This little FEG on about that 1.34 level looks good. So if DXY is going to trade lower and then higher, I'd be watching this and that candle's high. For potential bounces or bounce. As of right now, I need to see what's going on. About 7 minutes until price starts getting wild. No idea what I was expecting here, but I think this would have been it. Done. What are we doing now? That high taken with this candle. Are we working this? I don't know, but that's what I'd be looking at. That candle. Mean threshold. Finally, oil. It's gotten back to this right here. Order block. Let's go mute. Good morning, Bankaholic the Great. So we're working the order block again with oil. I don't know what to think about this because this is now looking like the structure on NAS where we had that order block and they pushed a few times and then they left the lows and then they swept it. Here, this structure, order block, lows, 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 and they grabbed it. That's what oil looks like to me. Pattern recognition. Let's jump into some M15. Let's see what we can get. Another day, God did enterprises. What's this? I don't remember what my analysis was here, but this markup Looks interesting. Gap. I would have mentioned that this needed to be rebalanced, knowing me. So that would have been it. Consolidated inside here. Rather wild. So now the liquidity would be resting below these lows. But this took it. Which means we have to incorporate this structure and then play the last stop hunt. That guy. Which means by default, we highlight that candle. No overthinking. This is also supporting the idea that lower than higher, because this is now a bullish order block. Do we trade down to this and then see movement? I don't know, but this is another reason or confluence to expect lower prices on DXY. I don't think these are, well, still within the life cycle of fair value gap. So let me leave them on. Life cycle of fair value gap. What's he talking about? So I'll be looking at that, and let's grab M15. What do we have here? Pam, pam, pam. So we're going into this market with a bearish bias. So where's the range? This is our range. This range is in discount. I'm bearish and we're in discount. I lost interest, no longer interested, needs to come higher. We don't play discount ranges when you want to go short. Did we sweep this high? For being precise, yes, it did. So displacement took place through this low. FEGs inside here should be the draw, and then we have that old imbalance as well. So let's see. Let's see what we can find from a setup standpoint. I haven't checked the calendar. So if you know that there's any news coming up, feel free to drop it in the chat. Save me the time. Good morning, D. All of these highs inside here just looks lovely, especially this one, 0.65. I'd be interested in going short there. GBP CHF. Ooh. Yellow news 3 p.m. I'm likely won't be trading at 3 p.m. That's fine. GBP CHF, bro. I have not looked at that pair since I did analysis with a friend of mine called John. Not John from the group, a different John. He trades GBP CHF. This looks like DXY. This looks a lot like the DXY chart I was looking at. But this has already taken its low. So that's interesting. Either way, just going off the analysis from DXY, I'd like to be bearish, but we're in discount under the range. So we wait. See if we can get back up inside here. I'll consider short ideas on UCAD, short for DXY. AU long. And gold. Really nice stuff. It's plain. This is the drop. It's 9th. Let me grab NAS. I haven't done my analysis for NAS, but it's time when we usually see them move it. That looks interesting. Interesting because we have displacement above a high, OB ideas inside here with lows. I would like to play this move here. Maybe back up inside this high to this low. That looks like a tradable idea. EU-M5 OB loading. Nice. Somebody looking at Euro CHF. I personally put all my CHF pairs to bed. Much wicks. When you're trying to play tight stops and all that, CHF pairs and GBP JPY is not a fan of it. So I wasn't a fan when I was doing it, so I left it alone. What's happening here? Old buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. We're below that. Nice high inside that level, but it was already taken. I can't see a reason to be bullish this pair, but I'm liking the idea that this needs to be rebalanced. So almost everything is wonky, in my opinion. Nothing really clear. Nothing really clear. So I would be very, very slow to enter on a day like this. Or I'd get up and I'd leave and come back at a more volatile time. In this case, the next volatile time would be 45 minutes from now. You mean GU? Probably he did. Probably. Yeah. Somebody in the chat said GU. But yeah, these are the hard days. Psychologically, these are the days when we lose money, or these are the days when I used to lose money, because the price action is like this. But whether it's ego or not, you know, my inner self was saying, I can still find a setup. Doesn't matter if it looks unclear. I'm scalping, so I should be able to find a setup. And I would inevitably listen to myself and take winning trades, but then still take some losing trades. So you end the day really close to profitability, either above or below, doesn't matter. But then that's a bad habit to develop. That's a bad habit to groom. So time first today. Yeah, UCAD. I like the idea of the UCAD shorts, but I'd like to see trade back inside premium. What about DXY? See if it's gonna get back up here, which means it could set up. Wait, this looks like I saw a chart that looks like this today somewhere. Everything looks like that. Yeah. So this idea, displacement through a high, liquidity, internal, external. That would be nice. Could probably play the short side as well, but again, that's my mind telling me that I could still find something to do. It's hard. It's hard when you're doing this for money and you don't see anything, but then that thought says, you can do it. Usually you listen. But those are my struggling points. Are you going to go here first? Or are you going to trade here first? From here, this imbalance to these, it's roughly in 50% of the range. So do nothing protocol for me. Where would you like to see EU rebalance internal liquidity? Let's start with our analysis time frame. Spent a whole lot of time inside this old imbalance. I don't know what this red line is for, so I'm getting rid of it. These I believe we can go as well. So spend a whole lot of time inside this imbalance. This would have been an old order block I'd be looking at. This now is undeniably a type of order block. It's not the one I explained in OB theory, but this is very nice down candle that broke structure here. So I'd like to see them come back down to this, then push higher. If it pushes higher first, I don't want this to hold. Simple. All the way down here. All of this looks very nice. Opposing liquidity run, objective met, retracement possible. On this time frame, this run, that's a nice, maybe about 30 pips. Wow. Who taught me to count? It's 83 pips right there. So it looks like we have this taking place, which means this taking place. Can I risk 8 pips on the chances that I may be wrong? Yeah, could. Do I want to? I do. I do. But M15 is not primarily a entry time frame. No, it's 50-50 day. You know, I could go short and you could go long and you get out before my stop gets hit. Or maybe you take my stop. Or maybe we just watch it. Is this market structure shift here? Is this the 2022 model? Liquidity, displacement, market structure shift, FVG here. So yeah, I like the short. Extra confluence. No, I'm considering it again. I'm gonna take this short. I'm gonna take this short. Wait. I wasn't prepared. I have no idea what size. Today is the 5th week. I took 2 days off, partially. I still got a piece of AU. And I'm gonna count that. So this is day 21. At day 21, we should be at 1570 using 1.9 and pushing for 190. So way above that. I'm still going to stick to the 1.9. So I could frame risk. That was lost in all 3 elections. I like the sound of that. So this says we should be using 1.9. So I could use a 1 lot and then aim for about 20 pips there. Time is it? M15 candle is about to close. I'm expecting the next M5 candle to be aggressive. Maybe I fumbled. Maybe I fumbled, but I'd rather sell in above the opening price of this candle. Inside this imbalance. So maybe about $20 risk is gonna be on the table. This is 8 pips. Oh, this is with one lot. This is about $60, $70 thereabout. So try to keep it as light as possible. Allow them to trade inside here. Maybe in about a minute or two. I'm gonna take it. AU looking long. This is AU. No, this isn't AU. AU longs. This is liquidity. What would I normally do that I'm not doing on this call? Price of the day. Okay. Let's go bam. Bam. Yeah, definitely. I don't want to buy this. These lows inside here. I don't want to buy this. I want to sell. But no rush. Today is not the day to rush. Just confirm volatility. When do we have volatility coming in? It's a very light day, which means we have to play time. On light days, we play time. Wanted that push up on DXY. Push up on that. This could do whatever. I want that short. So nothing to do. Typical. I like 7 a.m. 7 a.m. is always doing a Judas. What is your EU target? This is overlapping perfectly with this high. So this candle's low should be my target. So 20 pips to the letter. I want a convincing short to target here, or a convincing buy setup when they take this liquidity to go higher. Whichever happens first. It's a little bit off. No. $996.50. Yeah, there goes it. But we got time. I think we have time. So let's read the tape instead, since I'm not in. Let's read it on M1. That looks nice. Trend line phantom, trend line liquidity. So we would be short somewhere around here. On this time frame, I could see reasons to enter after we took this candle's low. So yeah, let's make it a tape reading example instead of taking the trade. Internal OB trades below it. It goes back up inside here. Somewhere in here would be short. Stop outside of fair value for selling. So above this imbalance, minimum. So let's say we entered exactly on that candle. At open, we're looking at roughly about the same stop loss that we saw on the M5. Targeting that, so let me know. Let's call it a 3-to-1. That's what it would be. So now this would be a M1 dealing range being created. Because we had buy side and then sell side. So in a very kind world, they'd come back up. If I was in that trade, I wouldn't want it to come back up. I don't want speed. This is the start of the new M5 candle, the new M15 candle. So any retracements is going to be the wick of the M15. Tradable. Tradable, but our tape reading EU. All the things on. DR 50% is right there. 99825. Yeah. Sometimes you could see on looking at M5, you get an idea what M1 looks like, and with no volatility. Come on, after 4 weeks of being profitable, let's pretend that this challenge is the first time we're trading ever. After 4 weeks of being profitable, if you go in the market one day and you don't see your rules playing out, would you really want to push it? Don't let anybody tell you that you need to outdo your last 4 weeks. Nah, you need to preserve your capital. Yeah, it's large. I think it's largely due to time. I think this week, or at least these few days, is where we see for a fact if daylight savings has impacted delivery. So we might be off. And that's a risk I'm willing to take. I know I might be off, so I'm going to be careful. Since I know I'm going to be off, it's better to be careful. This is the account. I took accidentally, I don't know if Eddie's on the call, accidentally took a short and I closed it. Aren't we inside the M5 candle? That's FV, fair value for buying. So this is why this needs to fail, because of the rejection block here and the fact that we swept internal liquidity, and this is resting above the imbalance here. This candle should fail to push price higher. Well, it should fail to push price above this high. So we could get sporadic movements inside here, but I'm not looking for this candle to push price outside of this here or above the rejection block. Can you discuss why you'd only be looking for that M5 imbalance on EU or below that NOI open low for a possible reversal? Did I read that right? Can you discuss why you'd only be looking for that? It's more kind of like the mechanics of my process. The drawn liquidity comes first. So sometimes I will frame a setup before I confirm where the drawn liquidity is. But in my mind, I'm always looking for where the drawn liquidity. But the drawn liquidity is not always a reversal point. And that's something that we've been, I think we all hold on to that belief for some strange reason. The drawn liquidity is just the next likely place that price is going to draw to. The structure around the drawn liquidity is what you use to determine, or at least anticipate, when it gets here, is it likely to bounce or is it going to cut through? This is an order block right here. This order block is in fair value for buying. This is logical. Coming back down to this reference point, when liquidity is below it, I want this order block to fail. What constitutes this order block failing? Price trading below the low. So if we go back to the M1 chart, this inside here is that M5 order block. If we take a look at it on this time frame, we have, I don't know what time this starts. So this is the start of the M5 candle, M5 OB. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of these 5 candles here makes up your M5 order block. So taking this candle's low, let's put it on. Let's just read the tape. Taking this candle's low is very important. How we take that candle's low, also very important. The reaction from here is logical, but I don't want to see the reaction take this blue line. I don't know what this is right now. This is just chop fest. I wouldn't want to sell again. If I didn't get the entry I wanted, I wouldn't sell again below 50% of the dealing range, which is right here. So now we could see that play out. Displacement, I don't want, and then there's a nice FEG around the level as well. If I was itching to take a trade, I'd take it there. Nice, 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 nice. So let's see. Do they give me an entry? What's this? Oh, it's been approved. It's nice. Issued in a couple of days and sent here. DHL. Awesome sauce. Nice. If your broker offers you, if he offers like a service where they do their own cards, always a good idea. Remove the banks from. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. This is study to me, Akash. This is me studying. I don't have a position on. I don't feel the need to do anything. This is what I want to see, and I'll do nothing unless it does what I want, and I'm comfortable with that. You consider it a stop hunt and not a breakout structure because the candle didn't close below rejection block. I think the best way to answer that question is to tell you to rewatch ICT's rejection block video. It's not a long one, worth the rewatch. Any chance of oil markup? We did look at oil earlier. Oil looks in the balance right now. I think it just traded to a daily order block. So lower prices make sense, but not for me. So this is our study for today. We're watching, I'm gonna take off the fib so we get more, you can see things clearer. So this is what we're watching. This looks like a nice market maker model type of idea, right? Where this is our accumulation. inside here. Smart money reversal, low risk sell. Just call again. I don't know. Redistribution or distribution, one of them, not sure. This is 50% of the dealing range. This is our old order block. Let's see what they do. Step right up, place bets, place bets. Do you want to see this candle get traded through or not? Okay, that part's off the table now. Something else. Do you want to see this high get traded through? What's the likelihood of this high being traded through? 10%, 20%? Not sure. 99. I like that. Back inside, let's put a line here to show the dealing range high. Maybe it's not so clear. I'll use this. So that's our dealing range high right there. Let's see. 99% wins. Or is that spreads? Which is it? Oh, this looks like a mini market maker model again. Even though I'm not a big market maker fan. Yeah, I like the idea of gold running higher from today, so I can get that spectacular sell-off. I'm gonna leave something running on this account. Leave it for 1600 and below. So when I get a gold entry, where's gold? I'm likely going to enter twice. So I was looking at the idea of selling this here. We talked about this candle in the order block. Invalidation of bearishness would be, well, invalidation of bullishness would be taking this candle's low. Expected reaction, I don't want to see take the rejection block. So that would be it. M1 dealing range failed miserably. This is just a chop fest. Don't commit to any price action inside here. Exactly. That's good, Vic. Yeah. This price action, it's not worth it. I don't think it's worth it. At least not yet. Gold 1681 or 82 for the short term. Yeah. Gold 1690s look good as well. So now they play out. We don't participate. We feel nothing because no money lost. Yeah, I agree. It's Monday. It's Monday. What's this? Silver. Looks interesting. What's this? A reminder to drink more water. So this is the rejection block high. No, it wasn't. This looks so weird on this time frame. Or was it not from that time frame? Oh, it's this time frame. So this would have been the rejection block high. And that's the actual high. What made the EU sell low probability? It looked yeah. So the price action itself looks good, right? But I don't know. It's kind of like a gut feeling. Time wasn't right. There was nothing significant about the time I was entering. The only thing that was favorable about the trade was the risk, to be honest. It was a very close, if I'm wrong, this is what I lose. So it was worth the risk because of that, but void draw everything. Yep. This is why I mentioned that this is usually where we lose money, because the price action itself sucks us in. We look at price first and not time. Look at time first, and you save yourself a bunch. M1 always has multiple setups. Always gonna have all those setups. What about NAS? Didn't even look at NAS. NAS is doing nothing. Nothing is happening. You're not missing out. You relax. Stick to your model. All right, that's what I believe. I believe we're waiting for 9:30. And today, because tomorrow is going to be so volatile, today can be heavily manipulated. Think about it. Like I said, if you're a large corporation with a whole lot of money on the table, what are the chances that you'd want to hold all your open position or open losses through the election, knowing that election can... You guys were around when there was the GBP election in 2020, I think, when Boris Johnson went in. That was brutal. GBP odd, GBP USD, GBP JPY, they screamed. I mean, screamed, not rallied higher. They screamed. So because of that, I don't play around with the election. It doesn't matter how good or confident I feel. I can be wrong. Like I shared with you recently, I bought, the candle was bullish and I still got stopped out. There's nothing I can do about it. What I can do about the next time is don't take it. Yeah, I know a whole lot of persons lost money on that day. Wild. It was very wild. So if you know that you can do that, why would you want to? Well, why would we want to do that with our little money if the guys with big money are not interested in playing? Not a fan. Not a fan. I think that's the thing about institutional traders that we don't have as retail traders, even though we don't consider ourselves retail. It's that when you work for a firm, you have guidelines, set strict guidelines. Hold this amount of risk, don't do this. You can't lose out this more than this amount for the day, or they force you to walk away. But we can absorb drawdown until the account says no more. And especially if you started trading the bad stuff, right? Just the bad stuff, the stuff we know don't work. Then as you improve over time, there will always be a little nudge on your shirt. Always. Like I still see big engulfing candles and I'm like, oh, this is bullish. Why don't I buy here? I still see that and I still get the thought. But I'm like, I know better. I know better. But yeah, trading for real is not pretty. And Yep. Have to be realistic, guys. Have to be realistic. even if you have unrealistic goals, like, you know, making $1 million in your first year and you just started, you haven't gotten 2 years in, you haven't gotten 5 years in, and you want to make $1 million. As unrealistic as that is, it's not impossible, but you want to be realistic about the approach. Am I going to over leverage and hold? Am I going to, I don't know, just spam the sell button until it says no money, not enough money? Whatever it is, those are all strategies. They don't all win, but they all feel like they win. Over leverage and hold, my fave. What's happening here? Big nothing fest. Just nothing. This is probably not doing anything, but because we're so zoomed up on the time frame, it's looking like something. This is not a large range of significance. This is what M1 does to you. You have to accept that when I'm on M1, not every swing is a major swing on a higher time frame. Sometimes it's just a reaction to a level. Like this. This is just a reaction to that candle. Tradable sometimes, but that's not. Let me go in and start looking for buys now. Vic, so you know what? It's funny, I was talking to my mentor on Saturday about this, because he's saying that what I need now is to be more comfortable with size. Size for him is 100 lots. And I'm saying, when I put size on, there's two. So let's be real. You know what your A+ setup looks like. And if you wait for your A+ setup, just wait for it. When you take it, even if you have a larger lot size, you don't feel that, you know that feeling you get in your stomach when you put a big lot on and it starts moving against you? And that feeling, I don't get that feeling. So I'm not afraid to put the risk on. What I get is when it starts moving in my favor, I get this. It's kind of like a paralysis. You're not looking at the money. Well, I hope you're not looking at the money. You're looking at the trade, but you know the lot size is huge. So you know that on a normal day with a lot size like that, you're up 10%. So you know you could take 10% here and walk away. And then when it starts pulling back, oh gosh, you sweat. You do everything to force your emotions out of your mind. You stop looking at it, you close the phone, you get up, you walk away. You can't get enough. Yeah, it's not worth it. And let me say, I don't think I'm ready yet. And the funny thing is, while I can't stomach 100 lot on, if I get like a decent swing that I can see, I'll put 60 in, 60 in, 60 in, 60 in, and I'll feel nothing. But if I dare, ooh, yeah. So I think it's a mind thing. I think it's a mind thing that I need to get comfortable with. But I haven't been trading size for the past 2 months because the markets have been a little bit uncertain. And with the whole introducing the basis point stuff, yeah, you don't want to do that, because if you're wrong, you don't get an email that says your account is suspended. You get that email that shows you how much money you lost, and that's money you don't get back. So this is the game we play. These are the conditions we are playing in. You have to control it. All right, so this M5 candle is likely to do stuff. performance go down the drain. Usually it's not even the performance that goes down the drain. Usually it's your focus. So if you look at your wins and your losses, they're okay. Risk is managed most of the time, but how do you feel? How do you feel knowing that this setup was low probability? You took it, market started to move really slow. You held it and you're hoping for more. Then it gave you, because it usually does this, it usually gives you like, I don't know, depending on your lot size, let's say $20 here, and it runs against you $80. And you're like, what? Why didn't it run $80 for me? You start playing with your own emotions. So because of that, I stick to the conditions that I love. And I stick to the pairs that give me that condition. EU, I trade it, but it's not on my favorite pair of all times list. There was intoxication. Yeah, you know that it's funny. It's funny. And you guys probably know this, but I'm just gonna go out and say it. If you spend an hour analyzing a trade, get the entry, starts to move, then it moves against you, cut it. There's nothing wrong with cutting it. If you're not, and if you don't want to be the emotional person who's always reacting, then make sure the risk on is acceptable. Once that's on, you shouldn't be bothered. This is going to move. I can feel it. This M5 candle is going to do something. Either we're going to change the delivery, or it's going to do that last push higher. We're going into 930 territory now. So they need to start showing me what's up. DXY took its London low. That's nice. It's very nice. Because now, consolidate. I don't know what time it is, but if it pushed here, if it pushed lower first, that's always a good sign. If we consolidate, if you're bearish and price is consolidating and then it pushes lower first, that's always a good sign. Always a good sign. All you have to do at that point is, remember the rules, I'm bearish, I want buy side taken or premium raise. It's not if I'm bearish, I want a breakout. So buy side would be resting maybe above here. Premium raise up here. This is torture, man. This is torture. This was that long story I was looking at. I wonder if he took it. Still a big nothing day.
The Rasta General in the building. What's up, everybody? Boom, boom, bro. Cause you want to say you drop by accident, me hear you, you little liar.
Drop $60 on accident? No. I'm comfortable with
No,
$60.
me talk about the trade you did last night or this morning, wherever it was.
True. True. I was using, I don't think you can see the screen. Yeah, no, you can't. You can only see this. I was going to show you my MT5. I was trading MT5 and just kind of flicking back from the phone to the laptop, and I opened MT4 instead. That's why I closed it dead. Why else would I close it right there? Where was it? I don't remember. I think it was this. From here to here. This is where I took partials, right here when we're trading below this low. I got receipts, and I got receipts. Big nothing day, guys. Big nothing day. Big nothing day. EU London, and I haven't looked at London fair value in a while, but bam, bam. Yeah, makes sense. Patience, patience. What is this? Gold, it's pushing higher now. Still a big nothing burger. Still a big nothing burger. Days like this, we'll just listen to music. What's this? Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. What pair is this? Leshon. Daylight savings. I'm not even looking at daylight savings for a while. This is the part you can't rush. You have to allow daylight savings to show you. Are they sticking to the same old schedule or are they changing stuff up? Previous would have been 8:30. Not a very convincing rally. So 12 more minutes before we get some volatility, then we could start pushing to the limit. Very old song. What is this? Why can't we join? That's strange. I'm not sure. I don't know anybody else having that problem. Price of the day on. I haven't even checked the price of the day. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. Can run up 40 pips 0. Classic ICT. 40 pips big figure sweep. All I can say is I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced about anything here. I mean, why would any pair go wild before elections? It would largely be to seek liquidity. So either they're going to get out of the position, so they need to. So let's say they're short. Somebody's short EU with a large position and they want to get out. They need to be able to buy it back. So they push it lower. So more sellers come in and they buy it from those guys and exit their positions. And vice versa. Ideally, I think looking at the daily chart for that makes more sense. What is this? What are those? I got that question maybe a year ago as well. Is art Artemis? And I watched the Artemis video afterwards and I'm like, nah, this is not it. Yes, Jervis, risk off. That's what I'm expecting. This is why I want bullish DXY. Risk off is bullish DXY as well. So are they seeking liquidity to exit? Makes sense. But the charts don't show me yet. All good, all good, all good, yeah. Back in the Nut Lab, I don't remember who it was. Somebody said something about Artemis as well, and I went and I watched it. Like, nah, this is not it. Not it. I think the only thing similar is, if I remember correctly, I think there's let's take a breakout and then a retracement into the range and then something like that. It's been a while. Cat long. Is the market stronger than we are anticipating, or the agenda seeking higher time frame liquidity? Don't only pump, don't trade the short there. So what I think is DXY strength is going to extend to maybe January or maybe December. I don't know. I know it's not going to be this month. This is not going to be the end of DXY strength. So even though the daily chart is suggesting that we've been falling and the daily draw lower is clear, it doesn't work like that. Sentiment creates participation. So if everybody's selling, then market's going to push higher. That's what they exit positions. So when I look at that DXY chart and I can see the drawn liquidity is lower, it makes sense to give persons a reason to take the opposite side. We know that the interest rate stuff has been done and they're planning on not slowing down, which means more bullish DXY. But then that huge sell-off, why would there be a huge bearish day right after an announcement was made that here? This is Friday. Friday, we got the news that, or was it Wednesday? One of these days, we got the news that there's going to be more DXY strength. Interest rate, there's no pivot. Jerome said no pivot is going to continue, not slowing down, which means DXY strength is to continue. So why would we have a huge sell-off day right after that? Because persons are waiting for that to price in their positions. It's bullish, I'm going to buy and hold. It's not stopping, I'm going to buy and hold. It's dropping, I'm going to get it cheaper. You're buying, just buying. So for that reason, I like the idea that they're trading low. I like the idea that they're pushing it lower to pull those liquidity in. But once they're in the market and they're buying, why would it go up? It should squeeze them out first. So the direction is correct, but then the timing is off. This week, what's that called again? Daylight savings is kicking in. I expect a little bit of razzle dazzle here and there, little shakeout. So it's a waiting thing. Gold. I like the idea of gold shorts as well. I do. But not yet. I want a displacement. I'm really just waiting for 930 to displace so I can start playing around. Not very clear. I still think we're drawn here. It's not worth the risk. Doesn't matter how good it looks. You don't want to start creating bad behavior or bad habits. If you take proper trades, proper risk management, proper entry, timing, eventually you do well. If you rush everything just because it looks good, how long is that going to last? How long is that going to last? Which is why sometimes you'll see a good move and you'll not get in, but allow it to miss you. Allow some good moves to miss you because it's not ideal. Couple of weeks. But yeah, here's that sell-off we've been waiting for. It's ahead of the news. Interesting. Why is it moving now? This is something that I used to see happen a whole lot, and I used to fear news trading or trading news. We know the news is coming out in 2 minutes. You want to go short. Your common sense is telling you don't enter before the news. But then price starts to move before the news. So what do? FOMO. What does the news do? Whipsaw. What do you do after? Cry. Yep. The market moves money from the patient. Lies. The market moves money from the impatient to the patient. From, yep, good advice from an old investor. So self-full leverage. Like, I love how you guys can accept the humor that comes with this trading thing, because a lot of persons are losing in silence and they can't stomach the idea of, here you go. This is not what you want. Here. There you go. A life on an account. Ouch. I'm coming back to prop firm, Jervis. Okay. I'm coming back to prop firm soon.
Don't worry, everybody. Don't worry, everybody. Everybody calm down. We're gonna come back to prop firm. We're gonna pass the challenge live. Join or die. Up to you. Bombo Cloud. Guardian Enterprise for the win. Bombo Cloud.
Yeah, I'm coming back to prop firm soon. I'm deciding if I really need to do a challenge or just get the accelerated again. But I'm not going to rush, despite the urge to just do it. I'm taking some time to think about it and do it right. I know, I believe you, Jervis. I believe you. We've had the conversation before. It is an angry black man. That's what he is. He's an angry black man. That's what he is. So, who's still interested in this EU short? Double stop net. That's interesting. I think the accelerated is like that. I did the accelerated already, and it was good. No problems. Sweep of the EU. What's the DXY doing? Nothing, burger. Drop, push, drop. Let's get some zoom on. Why are we moving lower, but not convincingly? Is it holding so persons try to get short? Is it holding so persons try to buy support? A fast move is coming. This is the first M5 candle. You know the rules. Well, this is M15. Well, yeah, you know what I mean. Nas purge and revert to the upside, H1. Purge and revert to the upside. This is the event day. Previous day's high is not yet taken. We need previous day's high to be taken for purge and revert. Pam. Oh, okay. Indices are dying. Indices dying makes sense, but I can't see an entry. It makes sense because I believe that the risk off is coming. They're going to be strong. Gold shorts, indices shorts make sense. Makes a lot of sense to me. But gold could wreck the challenge account if I play around with it too much, or it could bless it. First M5 stuff. Always fun to watch. First M5 stuff is always funny to watch. Yeah. $33. Is this worth it? All of 8 pips, 9 pips, 10. That's a full $100 risk. Yeah, this is the current high of the day. 934. EU high of the day. Let me zoom out. Put the dividers on. Yeah, this guy's going low. This guy needs to run lower. I think this is where it's drawn to. Ninja stuff. Mastering the Trade. I know that book. Yeah. Yep. Mastering the Trade is a good book. It's very realistic. It's not one of those study emotions or whatever, you know, kind of like, it's not vague advice. He's talking to you from somebody who's been there. It's not like you're at a shrink. I've never been to a shrink, but I've seen the movies. Yeah, we got the PDF somewhere in the group. I'll share it. Okay, now below here, right on time. Shout out to the guy who caught this GU cell. You know who you are. 1.14794. That's the tippity top. 794 is somewhere inside here. Quick 20. Well done. Well done. There's that UCAD long. All right, so let's keep them on M5 now. I want M5 since I enter primarily on M5. All right, DXY setting up what we want. I don't need an M5 entry. I just need to see the narrative. Yeah, UCAD was good. This looks strikingly similar. EU and gold. Careful. Yeah, it's a public call. Oh, yeah, it's a public call. Yeah, been thinking about that as well. I know there's a lot of stuff you want to talk about, as I'm likely going to make one of these days a day where we look at the good stuff. The good stuff. No. I didn't take any trade. I wanted to short EU. Didn't like it. So now I'm watching EU and gold for shorts. New M5 about to form. So I'm gonna try to get in on this M5 candle. Hey. Getting ready. 20 pips scalp on Naz. That's nice. Gold equal highs. Those are already taken. I'm just waiting for short entry on this guy. More left. I'm not sure if it's a good idea when they're both rallying like that. Looks worth the risk. So that's gonna be, is that 20 pips to the high? Yeah, they're both. All right, I'm gonna take this one. Right above the bodies. Right here. Right. Let's not be a stickler for precision. There, and 81.5 for your stop. For my stop. There. And right there. Take profit is at, does it show you the number? 73.3. That's about $6 risk on. Let's see if I can get EU as well. So what the risk looks like on this. 80 and 60 is about 140. Yeah, it's acceptable. On an account that's 2040. It's acceptable. I'm trying to get 9.5. I wanted 9.5. 1 sec. Oh. Missed my 9.5. Nah. It's fine. 9.5. Anyway, fumble 9.5 entry. Moving right along. This price action looks like I could enter here. All right, I'm gonna take it. Stop being afraid. Put my stop at the high. So my stop is at 1.00, call it 6, I guess. And let's do that. 99597, thereabout. And now we wait. Goal about to stop me out? Is that so? Ooh. Risk is managed. What's up? Wow. Very cruel. Very, very cruel. I want to short again though. Makes sense to short again. Reduce risk if you can't. Remember, I'm a little bit further and probably won't take another trade. 87, 82.5. That's my risk. I still like right here. Let's call it right there. I allow for expansions or no? I could allow for expansions, but nah. Nasdaq H1 imbalance as well. What's EU doing? What did I lose on gold? 85. Yeah, not touching us, not touching us, not touching us. I want EU to run this low, and I want gold to take this week. Hmm? The window? Yeah, the window. Five pips and 8 pips. Check M15. You know that cartoon. It's yeah, I can't even deny it. You know, you hear them so often that they just stuck. Trying to get her off Netflix and more into the Disney Plus stuff because I think they're more informational, I think. But she's not about that life at all. Nothing but Cocomelon. How do you get this? I think I sent it in the group. It's an indicator. Oh yeah. So you know the struggles. She's 2. What's happening here? You want to come trade? Yeah. Yeah, after this trade. Okay. Okay. New hour coming up. Give me what I want so we could leave this place. There we go. There we go. Let's see if we can expand below here. If we expand below here, I don't think we need to come back. So as usual, if you can recover your losses, be okay with removing your losses or tightening the risk. I'm not tightening the risk yet. My rules. I'll just take this low and then go can do that. So yeah. I think the objective for me at this balance should be 2,220. So there we go. Time is it? We got time. We got time. So I'm looking at the imbalances. I'm looking at the run here, and I'm liking that there's no imbalances because that means the chances of retracing are low. So now we're watching the points in this run up that should be taken for confirmation. This low and this down candle. That's what I want. All right. M5 candle about to close. Well, not about 45 seconds. And then I'll start thinking about possibly adjusting SL. If I was a defensive trader, I'd be out already, recover the loss and then sitting and watching again. I don't think I need to be defensive here. Okay, here's that M5. Where? Go get it. Go for it. What's happening over here? You don't want me to be great? Or is EU asking for it? Do I need to be aggressive? I don't know if you're hearing me, but it looks like my PC froze, or my MT4 froze at least, because everything else is moving. Yeah, not sure what's causing that. Weird. Oh, there it is. Not sure if you're hearing me, but yeah, the platform froze. Not sure what caused that. No monster lots, no monster lots. This is average lots. Wait till we start pushing over 5K, then you'll see more precision, just to be quicker. So if this was a 5 lot on gold, after this drop would already be out partials, but because the risk is decent, there's no inclination to do anything here. I don't like the idea that we're going into a new hour, because hourly candles like to sweep previous hourly highs and lows. I don't like that at all. That idea is always risky. As we get closer to the hourly close, it opens the door for spikes. And then there you have it. Right back at entry.
With the bomber clock going. Thank you. There's no FVGs here. A good sign that we don't want to retrace higher. I just want one candle to expand away, and I'll tighten my stop. EU TP, I don't remember. I dragged them. 99597. All right, here's a new hourly candle. Let's give us that move, that deep retracement, that deep run into previous hourly candle, so I can tighten my stop.
Yeah, I sold it right here, but it's playing around on my entry. Yeah. You like this trade? It's frustrating price action. Should be seeing that speed already. First M5 speed. EU is asking for it. I generally don't like entering again here, but EU is really looking like I could sell it again. Indeed, indeed. Patience. Feeling like being aggressive. Let's see. What's gold doing? Gold is, I could probably play. I could probably play. I'm gonna sell EU again. I'm comfortable selling. You don't have to sell again, but I'm gonna sell again. Adjust. Same SL. Let's put one at the top. There we go. And I want to tighten the stops, but I'm gonna wait for a bearish, for one of these candles to close bearish, and then I'll reduce my stop. Oh, you bought NAS. That's nice. Not looking at NAS now. I just want EU and gold. Just these two guys here. That's 20 pips. At 20 pips, I have nothing off. No partials, no break even. Living la vida loca, man. All good, all good, all good, all good, all good. Feeling like taking some off gold. I think this is the candle I wanted on the EU. Well, no, it's not. It's nowhere near the open. I wanted this candle to be bearish. Then I'd move my EU stop down. Right. Right. So first thing is EU is not allowed to trade above the high again, or I cut both trades and that's it. I needed to expand below this candles, the previous M5 candles low. And then once it does that, I tighten my stops. Gold, I should be taking partial. Yeah, should be taking partials on gold. Can't get to do anything because my daughter is in my hand now. But all good. Now it looks like it could play too, but I think for the account balance, I think I'm at adequate risk. I don't need to take any more risk. Not because it looks like a good setup. Okay. Bye-bye. Now let's get into management. All right, so, okay. As long as price is still expanding below this low, we should be fine. If this candle closes bullish below this low, then the next candle might tap it and then leave. So I'm allowing for this candle to expand in the next 2 minutes. And EU should be expanding low as well. Hey, what's up? There you go. Okay. What did I miss? So I want this expansion. And I want this. So this M5 candle is 1007. Completely filled in the imbalance here. Should be a good sign. Potentially a sell entry here, but I haven't reduced the risk on any positions as yet. So taking more risk it's aggressive and it's fine. Maybe the cross. Oh. Yeah, it is. It really is. It really is. I want to move my stop, but if this, then that. If I move my stop before this gets taken, then I'm trading emotions and not rules. The emotion of saying that it's up, you're not taking anything off. No. Trading the analysis. That too. Nothing is moving, so I want to move something. You get it. You get it. But I like to be aware of my trading and when I feel the need to trade emotions and not logic. 1 more minute until the M5 closes. Is EU expanding lower as a bearish candle? Yay or nay? Yeah. Actually closed bullish. I didn't want that. I didn't want that to happen at all. Once, wait. Yay. It's not taking the high. And then gold is in that place where I want to sell it again. Maybe I'm being a tad bit too aggressive, and today is not the day to be aggressive, but I'm following the analysis. So I'm gonna sell gold again. Yeah, price action isn't the best. Missed it. But I don't see anything that invalidates my idea. So when this candle expands through this line again, I'm going to tighten my stop like a robot. Time to remove the question. The question of, can it come back and stop me out? Remove that question altogether by, let's go. There. So it's maybe about 1 pip negative for my gold stop now. And now for EU, still need to take that low before I touch it. I can imagine that. Okay, time to take something off gold. I'm gonna take 0.4. Let's take 0.4 off. Leave 0.1. So should have recovered the loss plus a little. It's a little. And that doesn't need any more management because the risk is reduced. So now we need EU to start taking lows or really starting to lose interest in this move. It's not behaving. Not behaving at all. I'm looking at, oh, this candle right here. What candle is this? Where's that thing? There's a cross here. Yeah, the 10 a.m. candle. The 10 a.m. candle we're still playing above the hourly open. And I don't want to see trade above that. I'd rather not do that. Evacuate too slow. If this, then that. If this, then that. Because I feel like I want to go outside, go stretch, get some sun. Not much enticement to do anything today. It's meh. It's very meh. You okay? Mm-hmm. Wait, got messages in the chat. You being manipulated. Little. No, I never. I don't know. I don't know if EU is being manipulated. I just know that it's not moving as I expected right now. So, and now it's above. Wait. Now it's above that line. So, as I was saying, once it's above here, it's the probabilities start falling off once it starts going back above here. Definitely a scalper's market. Definitely a scalper's market. 5 minutes should be enough. M5 should be enough. What's gold doing? What's everything else doing? Nothing burger, nothing burger. Retracing. Yeah, everything is looks like it. Even Nas is retracing. So yeah, it's gonna be it. M1 buy. No, I didn't see that. I didn't look at M1. Gold is still entertaining me, which means DXY strength. So what are you waiting for? So they decided to be cheeky. Just trade above the high, but not close above it. Hmm? So short you. Nice. Mental capital minus 3.5. Yeah, this price action is garbage. I have mentally accepted that this trade is a loss and I got stopped. I'm not allowing my emotions to have me adjusting stuff in here. So yeah, you don't want to waste your mental capital because we can't move the price with our minds. The risk is managed, so we leave it. Looks quite interesting. But too much risk on. Taking a loss or missing out on profits, what hurts more? It depends. It depends. If I took a loss because I didn't follow my rules, that's going to hurt more than being correct about a trade and not managing it properly. So yeah, if I took a loss or a win or a missed win, managing my following my process, then I don't mind. So let's say gold. Let's say we got in here. This is now floating 40, but we exited here. Logically, you might think that if you didn't take any partials, this would be floating more and all that good stuff. Because I followed my rules when I took partials here, I don't feel like this is a missed win. That's just fine. 1 sec. Get this call. Okay, so what's happening? EU look like it's finally moving. 200 to 300 pips or profit? Pips or profit? Because profit is fine. Pips, then sounds like a pipe dream. Or points on NAS. Maybe if you accumulated long, shorts, a type of thing, grabbing here and there, that would be okay. The urge to move my stop on EU is great, but it's emotions. Finally below this low. So let them be nice to me and just keep going. Equity is floating above the target for the day. So why am I still trading if I'm at the objective? Je ne sais pas. Je ne sais pas. How do you still like EU after trading us? I don't know. I'm comfortable now trading any market. So it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter anymore. It's all a matter of do I want to or not. Ed, EU is playing around and I'm at my objective. So I'm finna close and walk away here. So
All right, to them, Mr. Close too.
you good?
Me straight.
All right. I'm gonna take off 80% of both of them and then break even both, just for the ego, Bam.
Me close the talk, man. Me can't be over them. Me tired, man. Me tired.
All right, fine. We'll close them all. We will close them all.
Tired, man. Me tired. Me tired. You know, if you don't say me tired.
I believe that you're tired. Did gold
Don't worry.
retrace?
No,
I closed gold. Oh, okay, cool.
But me just can't be bothered, you know.
All right. Target was 22.20, I believe.
Yes, target reach for everything. Everybody, if you're not at your target, you're dumb. Bye.
All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll talk in the group, and yeah, I'll post the video shortly. Peace.